Good day, fellow traders. It's Macho FX here. Now, this is the second of 10 videos I'll be sharing advanced boom and cash strategies to be able to use in 2025. Now, without wasting much time, let's just get to it. Now, in this strategy, we are going to be using two indicators, which is the envelopes and then the stochastic oscillator. So, we're going to first add the stochastic oscillator right here like that. I've already done the settings, so you just look on it and make it the same. Make sure you have your K period 40, D period 10, slowing is 10, and the levels are 20 and 80. Make sure the stylistic. Then you click on OK, just like that, and then you go to your second indicator, which is supposed to be on the main chart. You're going to select envelopes, leave the settings just as it is here. Then you click on OK. So you are going to take your trade entry after it gives one spike right back into the envelope, and then you are going to put your stop loss. You are going to count 5 candles after the 5 candles above the candle that spiked into the envelope. So somewhere 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So your stop loss is going to be somewhere here. Then your take profit is going to be a crossover of the stochastic, and so this is the stochastic oscillator. Once it crosses over like that, this is your take profit. In this particular trade, the take profit is small, but let's take it like that. So your take profit is going to be somewhere around this point, and your stop loss is 5 candles above the candle that spiked into the envelope. Let's take our second trade, and then we'll go to boom. So this is also another trade that you can see over here like that. Once the envelope price crossed above the upper envelope and then spiked into the envelope back again, you're going to take your trade entry around this point. So this is also a sniper entry. Then you put your stop loss. You put your stop loss 5 candles above the previous candle that spiked into the envelope like that. So you should be around this point. Then you take profit. Now you take profit, you can set 2 levels of take profit. One is break even, holding the trade till it crosses the lower envelope like this. Okay, so this can be your second take profit, but your first take profit is always going to be a crossover of the stochastic oscillator. This is boom 500. So you are going to wait for the envelope you are going to wait for price to break the envelope and then give one spike right back into the envelope. So I think around this point you're going to take your trade entry at that point. Then you're going to leave your stop loss 5 candles after this. So I think this could have almost hit a stop loss. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to put your stop loss right around this point. Then your take profit is going to be a crossover of the stochastic oscillator above the level 80. So your take profit is going to be somewhere here. Let me see. Your take profit is going to be somewhere there like that. And there's also another nice trade that we can see here. I said when it touches the lower envelope like that, you don't need to take the trade. Wait for it to give one spike into the envelope. I know what I'm talking about. Wait for it to give one spike right back into the envelope. Then you're going to take your trade entry right around this point. Then you leave your stop loss. Let me drag this as stop loss. You leave your stop loss 5 candles below the previous low. That is the candle that spiked into the envelope. So it's going to be somewhere around here. And then your take profit is going to be a crossover of the stochastic. So I think the crossover occurred around this point. Now with the pain X and the gain X indices, you're going to do some adjustments. So you're going to go back to your indicators, go to envelope. Now you're going to leave the period at 100. Then you come back to the deviation and then set it as 0.05. Then you click on done. So that is it, like that. So the same thing here. You are going to wait for price to break the lower envelope, like that. So this is gain X 400. So you are looking to buy gain X 400. You wait for it to break. Do not take your trade after it breaks. No, wait for it to come back into the envelope, like that. And so you take your trade entry. You take your trade around this point. You take your trade right around this point, and you leave your stop loss. Then you leave your stop loss 5 candles below the previous low. That is the candle that spiked right back into the envelope. Then your take profit is going to be a crossover of the stochastics oscillator right here. So your take profit is going to be around this point, like that. And let me add the subject. Yes, so this is where your take profit will be. That is it. Let's look for another entry, and then we can move on to pain X. So this is also another beautiful trade that we are having here. After it breaks the lower envelope, then you wait for price to spike, give one spike right into the envelope again. Then you take your trade entry around this point, like that. Then you set your take profit. You set your take profit somewhere here, because that is where we had the stochastics crossover above the level 80. So your take profit is somewhere here. Bring it down a bit. Then you set your stop loss below the candle that broke the lower envelope. Five candles below the candle that broke the lower envelope. So that is it. This is always 1:1 risk reward, or 1:1.5 risk reward. That is it. So now let's look at the last one, which is the pain X indices. Let's take pain X 400. Like then we are looking at a beautiful trade right here. So right after it crosses the upper envelope, like that, you need to wait for it to give one spike back into the envelope. And so you're going to take your trade entry right here, and then you put your take profit over here, like that, the crossover. So I think I placed it wrongly. Delete. Let me see where the crossover occurred. The crossover occurred right around this point. So don't worry, we take profit around that point. So your take profit is going to be here. Then your stop loss is going to be 5 candles above the candle that spiked into the envelope. And let's take our last trade, and then this is also a very beautiful trade right here. Right after it spiked into the envelope, like that, you're going to take your trade here. Let me push all these ones down. You take your trade entry around here. Then your stop loss is going to be 5 candles above the candle that spiked into the envelope. Then your take profit is going to be stochastic crossover. The crossover occurred around here, like that. Delete this. So the crossover occurred around there. Let me see. Yes, so right around that point we had our crossover. Now meanwhile, you can join my Telegram channel and enjoy some free signals this 2025, and also other advanced services which is being offered in my channel. Now stay tuned for the next episode of these advanced boom and crash strategies I'll be sharing for 2025. Mature FX here. Let me catch you in my next video.